happiness. It's the ultimate pursuit of the human experience, often elusive, always fleeting, and yet always a central focus of personal, societal, and philosophical discussions. For centuries, the concept of happiness has been a core tenet of cultures, but in the United States, it's particularly prominent, enshrined in the Declaration of Independence as a fundamental right. Yet today, as we live through the continuing cultural shifts and political turbulence of the Trump era, the question remains, can Americans still achieve happiness? As we look around, we see a society gripped by polarization, economic inequality, and an ever-pressing sense of disillusionment. In our increasingly fractured political landscape, where the United States of Trump seems to dominate the news cycle, it may feel like happiness is something that belongs only to the elite, the well-connected, or those in power. But is this true? Can ordinary Americans still achieve genuine happiness in this tumultuous, post-Trump world? The first step in the pursuit of happiness is to understand that happiness is subjective. It's not a one-size-fits-all emotion. In fact, in his book, The Happiness Hypothesis, psychologist Jonathan Haidt argues that happiness is a combination of pleasure and meaning, and each individual defines it in their own way, whether it's the pursuit of financial freedom, the joy of family time, or the satisfaction of contributing to society, or a great vacation. Happiness begins with understanding your personal goals and values. In the age of Trump, where the focus on materialism and celebrity culture is stronger than ever, it's essential to detach your happiness from external factors. Sure, wealth and power may provide temporary satisfaction, but genuine happiness comes from living a life that aligns with your deepest values, not from chasing the next political scandal or viral moment. Gratitude is the antidote to dissatisfaction, a lesson backed by research from the Greater Good Science Center at UC Berkeley. Studies consistently show that practicing gratitude helps to reduce feelings of envy, resentment, and negativity. In an era of relentless media cycles, where political polarization often leads to resentment, taking a moment to recognize what you're grateful for can reframe your mindset. Start with small daily practices. Think about the good things in your life, no matter how small they seem. From family and health to a warm cup of coffee in the morning, cultivating gratitude can help shield you from the chaos that seems to dominate the world today. The politics of the Trump era have deeply affected the collective mood in America. Political events often evoke deep emotional reactions, from excitement to outrage, and it can feel impossible to escape the polarizing force of the Trump effect. However, aligning your sense of self-worth and happiness to political outcomes can be a dangerous game. In the words of philosopher Alain de Botton, the real value of politics, like that of religion, should be to encourage individuals to cultivate their own inner peace and happiness. The reality is that we cannot control the actions of politicians or political systems. While it's important to engage in civic life, don't let your emotional well-being rest solely on the state of the country. Take a step back, focus on the things you can control, and find contentment in your own daily life. It's no surprise that human connection is a significant component of happiness. According to Harvard's study of adult development, long-term happiness is tied to strong, meaningful relationships with family, friends, and community. In a world where social media often distorts our sense of connection, focusing on real in-person relationships can provide a deeper sense of fulfillment. In our video, The United States of Trump, we discuss how divisiveness often causes rifts in relationships. It's especially important to nurture those connections that transcend politics and ideology. It's possible to disagree politically, yet still find common ground in shared human experiences, whether it's a love for music, sports, or community service. Many Americans find happiness through their careers, but it's not just about earning a paycheck. As Harvard Business Review points out, happiness in work comes from a sense of meaning, growth, and contribution. If you feel trapped in a job that lacks these elements, it's essential to reassess and make changes. In a time when automation and AI are transforming industries, and where economic inequality seems to rise, finding purpose in your work becomes even more important. Whether it's fighting for social justice, creating art, or building a business, when work feels meaningful, it provides not only a sense of financial security, but also a sense of self-worth. We live in a time of 24/7 information overload. Social media and news cycles constantly bombard us with sensationalism, division, and often despair. The United States of Trump has taken this to new extremes, with the constant flow of updates, scandals, and breaking news events keeping us on edge. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the noise. Taking breaks from digital consumption is key to maintaining mental well-being. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that reducing social media usage significantly improves mood and overall well-being. Try disconnecting for an hour a day or even a weekend a month to refocus on your life beyond the screen. In times of political chaos and societal upheaval, it's easy to become self-critical. I should be doing more. I should be better. I should be happier. However, self-compassion is a crucial element of emotional well-being. Kristen Neff, a pioneering researcher in the field, explains that self-compassion is about being kind to yourself when you struggle rather than judging yourself harshly. In a world where perfection is often portrayed as the standard, especially in the media-driven culture of the Trump era, it's essential to embrace imperfection. You are enough as you are. Physical health is intrinsically linked to happiness. Exercise releases endorphins, improves mood, and reduces stress. Regular physical activity is one of the most effective ways to combat anxiety and depression. Whether it's a walk, yoga, or weight training, moving your body will provide immediate benefits for your mental health. In fact, studies show that regular exercise can act as an antidepressant, with the American Psychological Association noting its positive effects on reducing anxiety and boosting self-esteem. There's something incredibly rewarding about helping others. In the United States of Trump, where divisions often seem deep and irreconcilable, acts of kindness are one of the most powerful ways to foster happiness, not just for others, but for yourself as well. Research shows that giving without expecting anything in return boosts feelings of joy and fulfillment. Whether it's volunteering in your community, donating to a cause, or simply helping a neighbor, kindness is a universal act that transcends political affiliation and fosters a sense of shared humanity. Happiness can't be found by endlessly chasing the future or regretting the past. The key to happiness is presence, mindfulness. The practice of being present and fully engaged in the moment has been shown to improve emotional regulation, reduce stress, and enhance overall well-being. In a world of constant distractions and political noise, practicing mindfulness can help you center yourself. Take time each day to simply be, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or simply pausing to appreciate the moment. As America navigates the post-Trump world, the pursuit of happiness remains alive and well, but it requires a shift in perspective. It's not about waiting for political leaders to make things better or expecting external circumstances to align. True happiness comes from within, from cultivating meaningful relationships, focusing on personal growth, and embracing the moment. So, if you're feeling overwhelmed by the chaos of modern life, remember that happiness isn't a product of external validation, political power, or social status. It's a mindset. By following these steps and nurturing your own path to fulfillment, you'll find happiness in spite of the world around you. Thank you for watching. Our channel, known as the Renaissance Spirit, is dedicated to the pursuits of a just, equitable, and humanitarian world. Video topics encompass areas including history, politics, religion, personal development, society, culture, social and environmental justice, and other topics of liberal arts and sciences, including ancient Rome and the Roman Empire, which is a great comparison and contrast of the modern world. Topics perfect for the true modern polymath. The Renaissance ushered in a golden age and the pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge both lost to time and yet to be discovered. It gave birth to the Enlightenment and the Age of Reason, embracing truth, knowledge, and an understanding and compassion for humanity, and our shared history opens up the world to each of us, individually, and improves all of humanity, affording us the opportunity to be better stewards of the earth and to each other. The Renaissance spirit, more than just a philosophy or style, but a style for living, learning, growing, and thinking. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share if you're looking to explore and experience what life has to offer. I'm sure you'll enjoy the other videos on my channel. Please check out our other videos, including the United States of Trump next. But first, please take the quiz next to see if you're a Renaissance spirit. Live the Renaissance spirit. History has not died, only our understanding of it